Okay, well, I decided I'm still hyper and I'm going to make, I don't seem hyper, I'm going to make another video. This video, let me look at my sticky notes. This video is going to be, I'll just do it, a review on Colorstay, the foundation. You can see. Yeah, you can see barely. Let's get up close and personal. You can see where it's like all cracketed, so you can tell where it's not full and stuff. I've only used this much of it. Don't like it. I have the Colorstay combination to oily skin in 150 buff. It is light on my skin, which doesn't seem like it, but it is. It's the color or the light, but it's really light on my skin and it has SPF in it, so it gives that whiteness cast to it. It just, I wanted to love it so bad. Like, I wore it for a couple months and I bought it. It was $12 at my Walmart. And some people that buy like $36 of foundation, like, good for you. But $12 on something that I just put on my face and wash off seems really expensive, and just whenever I can get something that I know works. But I wanted to try it out because I heard it was really good, blah, 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 blah. I could put it on my face and then go through an hour and show you what it looks like on my face. As you can tell, I have not powdered since I put on my makeup, and my nose is pretty oily. It's my nose right here. Not necessarily, because I'm looking in my mirror to see. My nose is definitely oily. Right here is. My chin isn't. Right here is, and my eyelids are. I am currently using this foundation that I bought. Please show. Just Face It by Hard Candy, with this as a primer, the Hard Candy Sheer Envy. And this is how my face turns out. Like, that's how my face, up the nose shot. But that's how my face looks. That's the best foundation I've ever found for how oily my skin is. This, if you can imagine, like, if you see a house that has paint like cracking on the house, like you can see the cracks, this is what this crap does on my nose when my nose gets oily. And if you powder too much, it gets way too cakey. I use one coat of this. It covers well. It covers very, very nicely. But it just, it goes to shit right after I put it on because my face is so oily. And I'm probably going to see if my friend wants it, because, or if anyone wants it, because it is crap on my skin. Like, I can't wear it out because I tried to wear it to a Thanksgiving party, and I had used a stippling brush to stipple it on. I had used my fingers to put it on. I have used everything and anything. I used like a normal foundation brush to put it on, and nothing worked. So I got a sponge, like a torn up sponge, and basically folded it to try to do the beauty blender thing. Because, I mean, you take a sponge and you wet it and it's a beauty blender. But that's obviously past the point. So I basically tried to use it as a beauty blend. As a beauty blender. And it got so thick on my skin. And I can feel it on my skin. Like, it's so thick. For what, like, I don't know if I'm just used to wearing good foundations or what, but it just felt so, like, it felt like my face was like, it felt like it was the type of foundation where I felt like if I went like that, it didn't even feel like it would do it. Where if I went like that, like, right here would be like no makeup, and then it would like clobber around here. It would like gain up. So if I went like that across, or if I like did that onto someone's face, like nothing. But if I did that onto my hoodie, it would be white, and there would be no makeup, no blush, nothing. It would be all on my sleeve like a perfect freaking face imprint. I hate it when my computer does that. And I'm getting angry. But it's just $12 I wasted on this thing. $12 for this, and however much for this. It's the powder. It's pressed powder in light. I think it's supposed to be like a foundation. On my skin, it doesn't cover enough to be a foundation. I've hit pan on it, which means I use it. Well, actually, no. I haven't even really used it. It breaks off and then it falls out. But it smells weird. But, it's a cakey. I don't know if I just put on too much foundation to wear a powder. But I can wear this powder. I can wear this powder like nothing. The hard candy translucent. I think it's just because this is a translucent and this has color to it, or what. Like, this is supposed to be thicker. But I can wear that translucent powder over my foundation and it won't do anything. If I wear this over any foundation I put on my face, it goes instantly to cake. Like, I could put frosting on my face for all I gave a shit. But, I mean, this I will never, ever, 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 ever buy again. Never. If I had to, I would buy this again. This is garbage to me. And I love how it says combination to oily. Bullshit. And I heard about how if you have oily skin, buy the dry skin formula. And if you have dry skin, buy the oily formula. I'm thinking maybe that's true, but I'm not going to waste another $12 on something I'm not going to wear. So I wasted a good $12 on something I'm not going to use. Unless my skin does a magic miracle and stops being oily, I might be able to wear that. But it's good in pictures, I'll admit. It's great in pictures, but in real life, in real practical day-to-day issues for my skin, it will never work. Never. Like, I can put it on, take a bunch of pictures, and make a video, and then wash it off. Because that's all I can stand with it. I put it on my face, and my face goes instantly to oil. Because I tried to mix this with another foundation because that's too light and I have a foundation that's too dark. Tried to mix them and I didn't realize this one, oddly enough, because I knew my other one had a water base to it. So I was like, well, this one's made for oily skin. Why would it have an oil base to it? So it should work. So I mixed them. They didn't go together because this has an oily base to it, which makes no sense. I might just have a defected one, but it's a good way for them to not want another person to buy $12 makeup because it did not work for me. I'm just going to end the note saying if you have very oily skin, don't even care about trying to buy that because there is so much better things out there. And the foundation I'm using now is very thick. It's a very thick and lightweight foundation. If you have oily skin, try the Just Face It by Hard Candy with the Hard Candy primer underneath. It works like wonders for my skin. It doesn't last forever, but it lasts enough to get through a day of school and a day of running around and errands. So that's going to be my last note. Bye.